Dr. Sadiq, I think Abhisit Vejjajiva has now finally made his big statement on some of the most critical points that his critics have made against him. And about 3 weeks before election day, Abhisit has point by point retaliated against those who say he has been flawed on many counts. What are some of the things that he said in his Facebook statement?
Three major things. The first thing was that he had no knowledge of military involvement in the setting up of his government.
Well, he was accused of setting up his cabinet in a military barracks, meaning that the military were behind all the decisions he made on the cabinet lineup.
He said that he didn't talk to any military leaders during that time, but he said if somebody else had been talking to the military, he didn't know about it. So he said that he wasn't expecting a windfall from the dissolution of the People Power Party, and he was thinking that the old powers that we would retain this power. He never expect to become a prime minister after the dissolution of the PPP. The second point is that there was some criticism that he gave the key ministries to the coalition partners. And he said that was for continuity's sake. They were already having a big share in the cabinet lineup, and he was just wanting things to continue.
On the second point, he had been criticized for having given up all the main portfolios too easily because all he wanted was to become prime minister, right?
Yes.
And that now he's saying, no.
Right.
No, I gave all these important portfolios to the coalition partners because this is part of the continuity.
Yes, he said that those parties were already given those portfolios before he became prime minister.
And the third point?
Third point, he was talking a lot about Nevin Chichaw.
Why did you go to bed with such a notorious guy?
Right, and he was some kind of, kissing and slapping Nevin at the same time. On one hand, he said that he realized that Nevin's image was not that good. But at the same time, he said that he acknowledged Nevin's lack of self-interest. He said that Nevin was acting sincerely at that time.
At that time. And now, does he suggest that he has any regrets about being so close to Nevin?
No, he didn't say that.
No?
He didn't say that. He just said that I want to put all the records straight on why he became prime minister. The key point was he did never expect himself to get the windfall.
So why do you think Abhisit came up with this statement at this point?
We learned that there were some articles in the Thai language newspaper attacking his rise to power during the time.
But there was the three main flaws that he had always been associated with from the beginning anyway. That he set up the cabinet in the military barracks, meaning that he was in fact together with the military in this. Secondly, that he had wanted so badly, so desperately to be prime minister that he gave up all the main cabinet posts to the coalition partners. And third was, of course, Nevin. How could you go to bed with such a bad guy? That's kind of criticism.
Right.
So why did it take him so long to come up with the denials?
Well, maybe that article was trying to hit the nail on the head of Abhisit. And that article in the Badichon newspaper, it said that Abhisit democratic career has a major dent because he allowed the military to help him set up a government. And a man who claimed to be democratic minded, like Abhisit, should never have done that. It was quite a strongly worded article, and it came during a key moment in the election. So I think Abhisit felt compelled to come out.
But don't you think the punchline was the last sentence when he said that?
Right, he was the first prime minister since 2001 who never who never had given into Thaksin Shinawatra.
at least the attack on Thaksin was there.
He was trying to say that, okay, I have been under attack because I have been the only one who never gave into Thaksin.
Well, I was suggesting that after Thaksin you had what, Somchai, you had Samak, who were all, under the control of Thaksin, and he was the first elected prime minister in parliament who did not have to follow Thaksin's orders.
Right. But other side are indicating that the groups are coming off now.
Yes.
Over the weekend, we have 2 weeks of people going to campaign and trying to doing nice things to the voters. But now the growth is
so the gloves are off, so we can expect more strongly worded statements, hit and runs, and of course direct confrontations. Now we hope that Kun Yingluck will come up with her own statement, whatever it is, confession, declaration of her stand, her independence from her brother, and everything else.